How do you make hummus better? You make it super smoky.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Brian, and today we are making our super smoky hummus.
It is also oil-free and vegan. So when we became nutritarian, it was very important that we have an oil-free vegan hummus we could use on vegetables, as a salad dressing, and many other uses. But unfortunately, we couldn't find anything that we agreed on. We have pretty much opposite tastes when it comes to most everything, including food. So finding something with a middle ground was very difficult.
And we also didn't want to keep buying hummus from the stores because we were buying separate hummuses, and I really liked the one that I had, and she really liked the one that she had, but we didn't like the hummus of each other. So we experimented with different recipes, trying to find easy and simple ways to make hummus at home. And after some experimentation, we finally settled on what we feel is our best hummus ever.
Yes.
And that is our super smoky hummus.
The ingredients in this recipe are pretty simple and probably ones you already have at home in your pantry. First up, we have 2 cans of no salt added garbanzo beans, lemon juice, hickory liquid smoke, tahini, garlic powder, paprika, and cumin. Wait a minute, that's not in the recipe. Get out of here. So instead of getting a strainer dirty, I like to just drain the liquid directly into my measuring cup like this by pressing down on the can with the lid and then measure. Now, it's always going to be a different amount you're going to find. This one has 3/4 a cup. Sometimes it's closer to 1/2 a cup. You're going to want to do this to both cans. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough room for all the liquid, but we'll see. Maybe I will. So you're going to drain both cans into the measuring cup because you want to have an exact amount of this aquafaba or bean water before you dump it into your blender. So you're going to put all these ingredients into a high-speed blender, and we have a Vitamix, which is a very powerful blender. If you do not have a super powerful blender, you may want to use a high-quality food processor instead. But I'm going to dump these 2 cans that I've strained out the liquid into here. It's okay if there's a bit of liquid left, it's not a big deal. Then I'm going to get a cup of the aquafaba. So I poured off the extra because there was a little bit more than a cup. Then I have my lemon juice, which I have 3 tablespoons already measured out here. 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. I have 4 tablespoons of tahini. I like to measure this out using a scale because it's so hard to measure into a tablespoon. So I weighed out 64 grams here, and then I'm just gonna put it in. Then I have our spices. We have 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of cumin. You can also add some salt if you want. We, since we're nutritarian, do not like to add salt to things, but you can add up to a teaspoon of salt to taste if you desired. So after you get all your ingredients in, you're going to blend this in a high-speed blender for 2 minutes. Now, if you make a single batch, you can blend it for a little bit less probably, but this is a double batch and we like to do it for 2 minutes. You may have to stop every once in a while and let the air bubbles out in order to get it to process. So if you hit a point where it will not blend anymore, you just need to like knock the air bubble out, and then you can put it back on and go again for a bit more. Your blender will get a bit steamy because it's blending for so long, but after you're done, it will look beautiful like this. It smells super smoky. So we like to use this underblade spatula to get it out. It's very thick and creamy.
So as you could see, that was our super smoky hummus. It is my personal favorite that we make, and it is definitely better than any of the store-bought stuff that we purchased before.
So be sure to store this in glass containers, and usually it keeps in our fridge up to a week. Well, it usually never
If it lasts that
long, but it does stay fresh up to a week as long as you put it in a glass container.
So let's go ahead and sample this because we can't finish a video without at least trying our food.
Here's some.
Carrot.
Baby
I don't even
carrot.
really care for carrots all that much, but I do love this hummus. Everything you want in a hummus. It's creamy, it is smoky, it is savory, and doggone it, it's good for you.
It's really good.
It is super duper tasty. So occasionally I like to put this on it, which is bourbon smoked bluegrass soy sauce. I picked this up in Louisville when we were down there last time, and it just amps the smoky flavor and the savory flavor up to an 11, and I absolutely love this stuff, but use it very sparingly because it is very, very strong. You can find a link to this in the description below.
Be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell if you want more videos like this. Also, follow us on social media. Our links are all in the description below. Thanks for joining us on Crocs in the Kitchen.
And remember, folks, peef is not an ingredient in hummus.